This will be a movie on Hello World with C++. And I will talk about namespace. So first of all, let's just go for it. This is not C, this is C++. So real quickly, we'll look at a few resources. W3 Schools is an excellent place to go to get the fundamentals of C++. Great, good resource. One thing we want to notice when we're doing W3 Schools is they're using namespace std. Now, there's controversy about that. Lots of articles on the internet, justly so, on why using namespace is not good. There are references on how it is, if used properly, it is good. So here is an example used to show how that works, and I will show that. Okay, so anyway, here we go. So we got the include IO stream. We've got int main, and remember, return with int main, curly bracket for encapsulation. And now, before any output command, any C++ command, I need to preference that with a std : cout. Okay, if I don't do that, I will get an error when I compile. So let's go ahead and Control T. Let's just make a mistake to begin with. It's GCC initials std -o hello world.o. That will not work. Okay, I need to do G++. And we see that I do have an error. So I'm going to do std : Okay, that was kind of interesting. There we go. There we go. So now that worked. It's not GCC, it's G++. There we go. Hello world. Now let's take a look at using namespace to remove the std. There's the initials. Okay, using namespace std. Now I do not use std : for my cout or my endl. Okay, let's go ahead and we're going to make a mistake again. GCC initials. Okay, a lot more errors this time when I try to compile with GCC, because now, before when I compiled with GCC, I see the std didn't give me as many compilation errors. Okay, so now on all of the other examples I use with C++, I will do using namespace std. So let's compile this correctly. Hello, and that's cwc.o. And oh, whoops, I did not do it correctly. I forgot the G++. G++, not GCC. There. GCC. G++, excuse me. Slash CW. Oh, bam. Okay, anytime, once again, anytime I make a change, I've got to recompile, no matter how small the change. Okay, there we go. Now let's take a look at, I got this example off of Geeks for Gigs. I'm using namespace. Okay, namespace let's go into the definition. Namespace provides the space where we can define or declare identifier, i.e. variables, methods, functions, classes, group of functions. Okay, and so in this example, what happened here is we have a namespace called first space, and I'm going to rename that as first. Then we have a namespace called second. Inside the first namespace, we have a function called cout. We have a function that just does a cout, void function. Okay, void, we haven't talked about void yet. That will come later. Basically what void does, I won't do it later, I'll do it now. Void is a function, or it's not a function. Void is a procedure, which is a function that does not return anything. It does not return a value. Okay, so let's go ahead and call this first. And we will compile the example. G++ example, and I'm just going to do ox.o. Okay, no errors. Okay, inside first. Okay, so what happened here? Namespace first, using, I'm going to use that namespace. I'm going to use the namespace for first. I'm using the namespace for std so I can replace std. Standard output. Okay, now let's go ahead and type, and we're going to use second. Save that. Recompile. Rerun it. And there we go. So I will post all of this at GitLab iSpool YouTube. Hello world, G++, C. Basic thing, difference between C and C++ is C is object oriented. Polymorphism, encapsulation, and inheritance.